Okay, I wanted to go over with you two types of problems that might seem as though we shouldn't be able to simplify them because they do not have like bases. So, two types of problems. First type of problem. We know that if we have like bases being raised to a power, then we can simplify by adding the powers together. Well, these are not the same base. That's why we use the same letter here to indicate it has to be the same base. However, we can modify this. We can replace 4 with something that is equal to that might help us simplify this. I'm going to rewrite 4 as 2 squared. All I've done is replace 4 by something that is equivalent to. Now I can use my rules of exponents to multiply these powers together. And I can see that now we have like bases. We can add the exponents. And we can see that this problem that first appeared to not be able to be simplified can be simplified. Let me do one more example of that. Let's take 3 to the 5th times 27 squared. This is where knowing your perfect squares and knowing your cubes come in handy, because if we can see that 27 is really 3 cubed, we can modify this expression, not change it, just modify it and rewrite it. This is still equivalent to this, but now 27 has been replaced by 3 cubed because 27 and 3 cubed are the same value. We can rewrite the expression 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 6th, and then we can add them together. So there are situations that appear at first glance to not be able to be simplified, that if you take a look at them a little closer, there may be some things we can do to simplify them. Same with problems like this. Now, we know that 5 cannot be rewritten as a 3 being raised to a power, but please notice that this rule, xy raised to the a equals x to the a times y to the a, I am going to actually apply that rule in reverse. If this is your x and this is your y, 3 squared times 5 squared. In this case, I'm using 3 in place of x and 5 in place of y. I can rewrite that as 3 times 5 squared, taking this and putting it in reverse. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 squared, 15 squared. So you want to take a look for these situations. One, if we have different bases with the same exponent, then we can use this rule of exponents in reverse to rewrite it and simplify it. And if we have different bases with different exponents and one of the bases can be rewritten as the other base raised to a power, then we can use our power rule to rewrite it and simplify it further. So look for these two things. Some of the problems involving these can get pretty complicated, but you're going to have to keep your eye open for opportunity.